Look at that guy over there.
Camera just cracked.
Specimen is what they call that. A specimen.
Oh, me.
We got a few hours, buddy.
What you gotta do?
It's 4:15 goblin time.
Oh, is it?
At 6:15ish.
What you got here, a lemon?
Yeah, that came out of the woods down there in Florida.
Mm-hmm. I got a sniff of something when I left that camper this morning. I sneezed 15 times on the way here. I don't know what it was. It wasn't lemon.
You did stay with the lake.
Look at this nice wood grain. Like,
Yeah, it's fancy.
I tell you seen his house last night.
oh, I told you, man. When I
Man
pulled
living
up,
in the upper echelon.
I pulled up, I had to wander around the front yard. I was like, well, this boy ain't peeing off his front porch.
I'm telling you, I live so high class, I buy my lot by the foot, not by the acre. When I first moved in out there, I got this old crappy John boat. And I
Everybody
had,
looking at you
well,
funny.
we got that lake out there. It's got a neighborhood lake or whatever. Crap, I'm gonna fish that sucker. I pulled my boat up there beside my little house, and it wasn't there. 3 days, I got a letter in the mail. Say I need to remove my boat from view.
To remove your eyesore from our neighborhood.
Right after he moved into there, they come over to the house for something where I was living at the time, and I kid you not, first thing he did was pee in my front yard. And Ben's wife saw him and said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I can't do this at my house." It's a true story.
We're gonna get rained. Jordan, is it gonna rain on us?
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna rain at some point today. I think that's a guarantee.
Daylight is trying its best to make its presence. We got thunder rolling in the background. Rain in the forecast pretty soon after daylight, but over here with Jordan and Lake, they brought me in here to one of their best gar holes. We're hoping the thunder makes them pop off here soon. Maybe we get enough time to work it out with one before the rain comes in. You checking that hourly forecast? It sounds closer than an hour, don't it? We've got one that's hit it one time. At the thunder. So even though the thunder's just a noise, boys, it's doing its thing right now and it's working out for us. We're trying to hold tight. Jordan thinks there might be a bird right here in this bottom below us. Turkey season has reached to the south as of right now. Good luck to you old boys out there that's loading your shotguns for the first time this season. I figure there's quite a few of you. Scratching in the leaves. On the fire lane. On the fire lane. To the left. Alright, is it open? Oh, I see him to us. Yeah, I see him to the right, isn't he? He's going to the right. Yeah, it's on the right side of the road. Yeah. Hey, you see this big clump in the road? Yeah. He right behind it, right there. Like 90 to 100.
You got eyes on him?
Yeah, he's strutting up to the left of that clump.
He's strutting what?
To the left of the clump.
Okay, how far?
We just walked behind the clump about 80, going to the right.
Is he following a hen?
That's two gobblers.
Is it?
I'm sure they're following the hen, I just ain't seen them.
Yeah. Don't get around this, ain't they?
You see them still?
Yeah, I caught a glimpse. I'm walking to the right. That was interesting. Walking up his fire break here, hitting all kind of fresh sign, fresh tracks, scratching all in the leaves. Jordan glasses up a strutter a couple hundred yards straight down the fire lane, and we hit the deck. They were coming this way. Just before they got to us, we thought it was about 75 or 80 in the moment of truth. They flanked off the fire lane and kind of cut us short, kind of going out to some private over here on the other side, I think. Big drain that goes up that way. They were kind of cutting us short and hopping in that drain, I guess, but once they were gone, it zapped it with the old rangefinder, and it was like 50, 55, so we were a lot closer than we thought we were. We know we just cut a bunch of big gobbler tracks right back here in this mud. Knew we had to be close to one, but he wasn't being talkative.
Looking like we finna get a whip behind if we don't skedaddle.
I say we loop wide if we leave, or we don't want to get over here.
Yeah, we go right through here. She's about to be here. Let her head to the truck.
Had a little run-in with the turkey. The fire breaks run right through here. So we backed up, got this old fell-over tree, and was going to kind of sit up and give it a minute, see if let the day progress, because the turkey ain't gobbling, and hoping that it would, hoping that it'd pick up the pace a little bit, start thinking about spring a little more like we are. But as you can hear, the rain starting to fall. Radar doesn't look good, so we're fixing to scamper back to the truck to save the camera equipment. I already killed one camera in Hawaii, so kind of don't need to kill this one. This is a backup. So anybody make a good biscuit around these parts?
We got diet bars.
Huh?
We got diet bars for you.
Diet bars. These boys are becoming half the men that I once knew.
I'm just a shade of what I used to be.
It's morning number 2 in Mississippi, and it's back to the gar hole. Can't believe these boys are wasting so much time dragging me down here. It was supposed to be raining right now, but it looks like the forecast has shifted a little bit. It's going to give us a couple hours here. So we're trying to get back down to that bottom that we laid our eyes on those gobblers yesterday morning. Turkey's nervous because of the thick fog.
No, one thing. They're a lot harder to kill and a lot less fun to hunt when they ain't gobbling.
I might hunt them in the fall, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of why we don't do that.
Well, it's been silence at first light again. Not even a single gobbler to work off of this morning, as you could probably tell. Super foggy this morning. Rain coming in here shortly. Yeah, just one of those blah kind of days. We're moved to another spot. Just gonna troll down these roads. As you can tell, it's been burned here really recently. And Jordan said there's a hardwood draw off the back of this place that holds some turkeys sometimes, so we can go down here and check on them. It's dead silent. Dead silent. Not a bird. Not a Tweety bird. Not nothing.
Like stick man thing come out.
Evening number 2 for the Pinhoti Primus Rodeo. We done so well yesterday evening, we thought we'd try it again this evening. Drove about an hour away, trying to get away from the rain. It's supposed to be drier over here. It looks dry. These leaves are crunchy. Jordan's like, hey, let's go down there to... I'll leave that blank. Said, because I ain't been hunting out there about 3 or 5 times. And I've got on one turkey there before.
Well, at least I'm honest with you.
There was something along those lines, isn't there?
At this point, we'll take what we can get as long as we get out of the water.
Anyways, that's what we're doing. We're going to troll through these woods. Man, why is it so quiet? There ain't even no songbirds in this place. You said the people around here is hungry, huh?
Pretty hungry. Pretty poor county.
Do you think they done killed and eat everything on this place?
Maybe. Or maybe why I ain't never seen
There ain't even no
turkey.
songbirds, y'all listen. Nothing. I mean, nothing. If he gobbles, we'll be able to hear him. Anyways, we're gonna go turkey hunting, I reckon. Well, the rain followed us here, and it's just dead. There ain't any songbirds, there ain't very little crow activity. I mean, it's just dead out here. I don't exactly know what critters do during this time of deadness. Like it always happens right before a storm. You just don't hear it. Any songbirds, no nothing. Like they know what's fixing to happen, or they buttoned up shop. So, I'm checking this one food plot they got on this place for some sign. And we're going to have to shimmy back to the truck before we get drowned. That has been the, that's what we'll title this episode. Drowned in Mississippi. Alright, top of the morning to you. I don't know if you can hear the wind above us, but at least it's not raining. You can see it's starting to break daylight a little bit. We are sneaking in here to where we've kind of had a little interaction with a couple gobblers down here on opening day for a split second. We're going to go in there and see if they want to talk today. Probably not, but we're going to be there if they do. Jordan played hooky on us today. He decided to punch one of those sick days on his time card today. We don't know if he's really sick, but we do have a hankering at that Bumper's chicken that he had yesterday. Smelled a little funny, but he, well, that's what he's blaming it on, and there's a pretty good possibility that Bumper's chicken did put him down, so we'll give him a get out of jail free card since it's only the 3rd day of turkey season. But we're gonna wander down in here. Supposed to have a few hours before it starts raining again, and gonna try to find us a Mississippi gobbler. So stay tuned for another exciting adventure of the Pinhoti project, featuring Lake Pickle of Primos Hunting.
liking this better in my younger days when I used to do that in tennis shoes.
Stupid that we're doing this when you hurt the gobble, ain't it? There you go. We're moving into the neck of the woods where we dealt with those two gobblers on opening day. That little thing, that little ditch back there was dry that day. We slipped across it without getting our feet wet. Now, you can't get across it without having to wade. And we still ain't heard a gobble. So we're going to ease up here and probably buckle down at least for a little bit. I'm going to walk right out here in this little opening and do a little calling. We're going to drop back to this thicker timber here behind us. To just kind of put it in park for a little bit, see if things will wake up, because it's been pretty slow so far, as expected.
We have made our way back to where we feel like we have the best opportunity of one tripping over us. Because they ain't gonna gobble. We can't put our eyes on them in this timber. But at least it ain't raining, and the wind is not nearly as bad as it said it was gonna be 17 here soon, and it ain't 17 yet. So we did a little yelping out there about 40 yards in front of us, 50 yards, and old fire break goes down through there. It's real close. We just had the little bump in with them a couple days ago right down there. So let's buckle down, shut up, try to stay awake, and see if one gobbles as the day gets a little longer, as it brightens up, or maybe one wanders by. What I'd give for a 16-pound, 3/4 inch spurred, 8-inch beard 2-year-old right now. Golly. If he gobbled right down there, I'd probably fall on the ground with a seizure. Telling you, boy. Alright. We've sat here long enough, my butt's numb. I've grown weary of the sitting game. So we're fixing to get up, hit this fire break, work it down at corners down here. We'll make a little loop around that. Looks like there's some private fields way on up about 900, 1,000 yards away. I asked Lake what he wanted to do, and he said he's ready to party. So that means we're fixing to get up and go walking. I mean, you look at that. I don't know if you can tell. That's a ray of sunshine. Ain't seen the sunshine in 3 days. We've been floating sweet nothings up and down this bottom. We ain't heard a thing. But maybe our luck is about to change with a little bit of boot leather. Or in this case, I'm wearing these green boots. So I'll blend in down here with these boys. So in this case, we're gonna burn some boot rubber. Just gonna do it. What do you think?
Y'all can see the redbuds through there. They doing their thing. Got a few dogwoods here with some greenery on them. So, I'm tired of making excuses for the turkeys. I'm tired of it. They ought to be gobbling right now. Thought it was we can jump to that pine tree if we have to. You get on that pine tree right there. I'm gonna stay on this one right here. fucking happen just like that.
What were we talking about?
Glass half full, baby.
Glass half full.
Keep the glass half full.
We ain't drowned it in Mississippi no more.
That little high-pitched, tingy stuff, he just crushed it. I thought it was a hen I heard first. He said, I thought it was a gobble. I hit it again.
You have no clue how happy I am right now.
You have no clue how happy. 3 days worth of dealing with this rain, nastiness. Those other two don't have a clue what happened. They just put their heads up and they just kind of waddled off. I mean, it just happens like that. We knew we were going to strike these turkeys too. I said,
just crossed that little log and you said, we're going to find one. I said, yeah.
You said, if you're looking for my optimism to fade, what was it you said?
I said, if you're waiting for my optimism to fade, you're going to be waiting a while.
You're the little optimistic engine that could.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
And he come through there, boy, I thought he done picked us a couple times. You seen him throw that old big old white head up.
When I
done dealt with these Mississippi turkeys like that, but in these river swamp like that before.
I saw him, I think, a fraction before you did.
You did for sure, you told me.
That big pine, I caught the top of his back and his fan, the top half of his fan coming through his strut.
So I just started throwing everything this way. I thought we got to make them think we're in this thicker pines. That was fun, boys. That was fun. I'll set this puppy down right there. I'm just gonna set this one down. Fine 2-year-old turkey. Oh, he did. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus. I can do it I don't know how many times, and I ain't never done it when I walked up to one and says, man, I'm just tired of this. Thank you, Jesus. Look where he's been strutting in all this mud the last couple days. I mean, his tips of his feathers are just... He ain't been strutting a lot, though, man. I think it's just getting started around here, you know? I think it's just getting started around here. He ain't been strutting a bunch, but where he has, you can see it's just stained with mud over the last couple days. He's been strutting in the water. Oh, I bet we've been finding these footprints up and down that break. What you bet? Oh, man.
I'm tickled, man. Absolutely tickled.
That just worked out so perfect, man. You said, I see him, and I thought, how could he see him? Because I got off that last tree I was on because there were several big trees here in a row. So that's got me so much of my vision to the left block. So I hopped up one more. And I said, I know I can see better than him. You said, I see him. I thought, why am I not seeing him yet? By the time I saw him, when I saw him, he was about 3/4 strut.
Yeah.
And his head was red. Like had red wattles. And about the time he started strutting, his head turned white. And he got here and threw that head up, and it was white and blue, and then he just turned right towards us and just started walking.
That's what, when I was watching him in the camera, when he turned towards us and when he kind of let down and started walking, I was like, he's gonna.
He quit strutting and just started walking.
He's gonna do it.
I knew he was in trouble then. Because I was like, I don't think those are the same two turkeys, but I don't know.
See how lucky we got, because I mean the turkey just died. Like they just shot the turkey and it's raining again. So we're about to have to cover these cameras and try to take cover. And maybe it'll flash up. Maybe it won't last too long. But
We got him covered up. He's got some fortified.
yeah,
He got my rain jacket, so I'm just gonna get wet. You can't make it up. We have been, golly. Dang, Jordan.
I hate it.
You shouldn't eat that knockoff chicken, man.
I really do.
That's what you get for that discount chicken. You can't go with discount chicken. You know?
I really do hate it for him.
Jordan's been with us step for step, leading the way.
It ain't.
In most situations, he's been leading the way.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, trust me, there will come a time where I'm gonna give him some flack about this. But
Next
right
time
now,
you hitting the rough spell, say, hey man, you feeling a little queasy?
but right,
Spend some time in the room.
right now, like I even almost hesitate telling him that this even happened because he's just gonna want to crawl up under. Oh, he's gonna feel sicker than he does now.
Jordan ate some discount chicken this morning. I don't know why I ain't sick. I'm the one that ate the foot-long chili cheese hot dog. He ain't got that road stomach yet, I don't guess. It's too early in the season for...
Yeah, he's got to form that cast iron skillet in the gut.
he got to get that road stomach. But he ate some discount chicken. It didn't treat him well. He started up chucking and having a sour apple quick steps when he got home yesterday evening, I guess.
He called me at 4 a.m. this morning. I can't go.
Oh. Anyway, I hate it for you, Betty.
Can you see us? Oh, yeah. The terrain may look a bit different than the scene you saw earlier. That's because we had to retreat to the truck. Yeah. Not because of the rain, not yet. You can hear thunder in the background. Give it a second. I only had one cigar. I'm usually a solo guy, so I only had one cigar in the tube. And well, there's two folks here, so I happen to have an extra in the truck. I wanted to partake. Like you one of them, buddy. How about that? Just right. Some of the finer things in life come in full wrappers. It increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease, so kids don't try this at home. We do it sparingly. Only a couple months out of the year I allow myself to do this. I think I can honestly say the last time I smoked a cigar was with you. In Wisconsin? Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, it's for a noble cause, I can promise you. I don't smoke cigars in July, August, September, October, November. I'd kill me a big old deer, I ain't smoke a cigar. But when it comes time to admire one of these feathered beauties, I usually like to roll a little smoke. It's a bad habit, I guess, but I'll die trying to break it, I guess. Let's get us a lighter out. If y'all can't hear, it just got called out, didn't it? We got... It's coming. Yeah, you got thunder rolling in the background, so we fixed to go chiefing on these puppies here. Fancy lighter. That's right. You got it burnt now, son. Man, that was fun, buddy. I sure appreciate y'all. You and Jordan bring me up here, and I really, like I said, I'm over here. I guess I do hate. I really do hate that Jordan couldn't be here. That does, because I know he would enjoy this, but it wasn't. There's so many ways a turkey hunt can unfold, but there's fewer ways it's more fun than that. That's fun. Yep. I always have to say that there's a lot of ways to kill a turkey, and that's one of them, but that one right there, we had this talk the other day on the way out. If you just sat down and yelped every single turkey up, it'd probably get old. And it was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Man, that one was fun. Seeing that joker come through them woods, he was still strutting, and he was looking, and he was strutting, and he was popping that head, just like an old gobbler's supposed to do, man. That's the turkeys I like to kill, turkeys that are acting like turkeys. You know what I mean? I love it when, we were talking about this the other day, because he did it. When they're in strut, and you see him, and they'll kind of pike that old head up, and be looking, and he's just, all he's worried about in the world at that moment is, where is she? Where is she? And his guard is never down. And you see different things now where turkeys just get stupid. And I hate that, because that ain't the turkeys that I'm hunting typically, you know. I like them turkeys to still be edgy. Like, that's a wild turkey to me. Them jokers that walk in and they're hunted by everything, so they're always paranoid. And I like seeing that paranoid in their head and knowing that right now it's like a laser beam, like it's him and you. And you're beating him while he's on his A game. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. He's edgy. He's paranoid.
He's in the woods. He's in the open woods even. He's trying to use them to his advantage, and you've manipulated that just enough using sound and woodsmanship to figure out where he's going to come out in those woods to be in the right spot.
It's like what Wilbur still says this. You gotta make the turkey come look for you. That's why, I mean, I knew what you were doing when he was getting closer and we was looking at him. You didn't start pouring the calls to him or anything. And even when you did call and he was close, he was casting them.
I was trying to put her in them thick woods so he'd have to come looking. And that's what he was doing. He was angling that way. Just got lucky.